The Supreme Court ruling in favor of federal subsidies for Obamacare, and Americans everywhere are voicing their opinions on the verdict, and they're very divided. One America's reporter, Brody, has more on the reactions from our nation's capital.
ACA is here to stay. ACA is here to stay.
Chants of ACA is here to stay and still covered rang from the steps of the Supreme Court after the justices declared that Obamacare subsidies are now constitutional. In a 6-3 ruling, Obama and his White House administration will now rest easy, knowing that they will see the Affordable Care Act survive when he leaves office in 2017. This landmark case has brought out emotional reactions on both sides, but after this ruling, conservatives are taking out much of their frustration on conservative Chief Justice John Roberts. They thought he'd rule with them on big issues, but this is now the second time he's ruled in favor of Obamacare. One America News spoke with New York Congressman Eliot Engel, who was one of the original sponsors of the law, about Justice Roberts and this historic ruling.
He's not here to pursue any ideological bent or crusade. He's here to rule on the constitutionality of laws which come before the Supreme Court. I think he probably put aside his personal views and personal feelings and ruled on the law. And on the law, clearly, the Affordable Care Act should be upheld and was upheld.
Congressman Engel asked his Republican colleagues to help make the Affordable Care Act better, since Engel openly admits work still needs to be done.
Now, is it a perfect bill? No, it's not. Does it need to be tweaked and changed and tinkered with on the sides? Yes.
Republicans don't just want to tinker with it, they still want to repeal or replace it under a new president. Meanwhile, though, the youthful crowd huddled outside the Supreme Court, celebrating not only a White House victory, but what they say is a victory for those Americans around the country who won't lose their Obamacare subsidy payment. Brody, One America News, Washington.